Hello everyone, and welcome to the tutorial of how to use the latest version of my countryball rig. After you download the rig from Sketchfab, link in the description, you will have a file like this. You have to bring this rig to a new file to start up the new project. To do so, extend the character amateur by clicking the arrow icon of these two characters and select this here, hold shift and click here to select this object. Then press Ctrl C to copy the rigs. Make sure to keep your mouse in this area and so it can also copy crucial item. After that, go to the new project with Ctrl V as usual. As soon as this will paste into your new project, you will soon realize that there are some objects that aren't there in the original file. To get rid of that, extend the character amateur profile like what I mentioned lately. Then go to the bone shape and click the button of all the things that belong to it like this. Do the same thing with the other rig as well. And when it comes to countryball 1, you also notice the USA sunglasses here. If you want a character to wear sunglasses, then you can click this camera button next to the eye to allow it to appear in your render. Else, just click the eye and make sure the camera is disabled so it won't appear in your render later on. And the setup is done, you get to the character editing. To use the rig, press Ctrl Tab to switch to pose mode, where you access and change the rig stuff. Do the same things to switch it back to the object mode. Now it's to the overall character control stuff. Now I will mention about hotkeys that you should be using to work with Blender. G to move selected object, R to rotate selected object, and S to change the scale of the selected object. You can confirm the change by left click or cancel changes by right click. You can also make object changes in different axes by press X, Y, or Z to align changes with selected axis. Press the axis twice to change from the world axis to local axis, or reverse version of it based on the project scenarios. Back to the pose mode. This object under here is the overall controller of the character. Use the hotkeys I mentioned above to make the character move like what you wanted. About the reason why there is a overall controller inside the rig, despite you already do the same thing in the object mode. I will talk about this in the future, or you can also watch some other great animator who explain this easier to understand. Then this one which I call the local controller, where you can change the character rotation only so that you can make the rolling animation like this. Advance ahead to eye bone outside here. You can only move it up and down, and it's using the changing character emotion by the difference of the height you move of the bone. After that, it is the overall eye controller. This will take the role of moving the eye up and down during the animation. Finally, it's the top one over here where you can make cute ball squishes. Now it's come to the countrycube, or you can also call cuboid. And this under here is the character overall controller. This is the character local controller. This on the two sides of the character. Of course, this is the character eye controller. This is the character eye overall controller. However, the top step beside doing the squishes like the countryball 1, it also takes the role of rotate the character like this. However, it is of course problem here where the eye is get inside the character. To solve this, select this bone and move it outside a little bit so the eye won't glitch inside often. If you have any idea of reduce this stuff, comment below. Now come to animating. You must select the bone or object that you want to animate and press I to insert keyframe. You can know which keyframe you are at by looking at the keyframe tab below here. Then I will move this keyframe here for example. Then you can make changes and press I once again to insert new keyframes, or just go ahead and press this over here so you can insert keyframe automatically as you move an object. About eye motion controller, sometimes you move to another emotion that's a little bit way too far away from the one recently, and it's make a lot of changes in the middle. You can select all the keyframe and press A with the mouse in the keyframe tab, and right click to access this menu. Then go to interpolation mode and select constant. It will instantly change location instead of floating mid-air for a while. As you have know how to animate, I will tell you guys the tip to make animation like pixel of animation, which not so many people who's using my assets have done. To do so, you need to do like normal and having the eye move with the ball like this here. However, pixel web animation didn't work like that, so the solution is easy. Select the eye overall controller and press A with the mouse inside the keyframe tab, so you can select all existing keyframe or just select the needed keyframe using your mouse. Then move this keyframe ahead 1 to 3 keyframes. You can also fix the keyframe or eye location so it fits the switch movement. To master this, learn physics well. So that's all what I have for this tutorial. Sadly, I get some problem with the copyright for music of the trailer as well as some problem go along with it, so there won't be a trailer for this yet. If you have any question about this rig or anything related to Blender, you can ask me through my Discord with the name Carter1, which you can leave here on the screen or below in the description. Feel free to ask, and that's all, folks.